Alright, so from earlier, we got the hat. It's pretty good. Took the stickers off. A little bit bigger. It's pretty fucking tight, but overall, it's a good hat. Tim Tebow jersey. Your Jets logo. Has a weird green spot at the bottom, but can't complain. Rubber logo. The fly wire, it's not stitched. Very dry fit material leading into mesh. I got our jock tag down here, 44, shiny like it's supposed to be. Got your tag on the inside, it's stitched on like a sticker, so that's always good, because that's how it's supposed to be. Numbers are stitched on the side. Got your tag. Now onto the back. Got your T-boat stitched, your 15. There are some spots that are dirty, that's so, like right here, but it's not much. The name was somewhat together, but I fixed that with scissors, and you can do that. I only did that for some of the jerseys so far, but it's not that hard of a fix with scissors. So that's your Tebow jersey. Got a Bart Scott Jets jersey. I think Jets logo looks a little slightly slanted upwards, but probably isn't that big of a deal. Rubber logo again, fly wire. You got your dotted instead of actual stitching. There's a dirt spot right there on the sleeve, and a little stain right there as well on the sleeve. And these have not been worn, as you can just see. I just opened it. Dry fit, going into mesh like usual. Tag is stitched in on the inside here, barely stitched actually. If you zoom in, it's barely hanging on. Got your jock tag. This one's different. It's more of a dull. It's not shiny, which I mean the real ones are supposed to be shiny like the last one. Got your numbers again, stitched, Nike logo. Scott on the back. The S to the C was connected, and so was the C to the O right here and here, but I fixed that already, so it really doesn't matter. Same thing, dry fit to mesh. Got the tag. So that's your Jets jersey. RG3 jersey, and they're retro or throwbacks, one of the two. I don't know, it looked good, so I got it. So I seen on someone's review. The first mistake is that on the inside it's supposed to have like family, tradition, and something else, and it doesn't have that. Got this stitched on here, a lot better than the last one, how it's supposed to be. Your rubber logo, you got a string sticking out, but that's nothing. Some scissors. Can't fix once you cut it. Actually, there's a lot of strings hanging out on this jersey. Gonna fix that real quick. But yeah, that's all you have to really do for any of these jerseys. Just fix some of the stitching and the strings that are coming out. But you got your 10. Looks really good. Dry fit to mesh. Jock tag. Again, it's a gray doll. Usually they're the shiny ones. Tag. On this one, the I to the F and the G to the R were connected, but I already fixed that, which was simple. There's some strings still hanging off over here that, I mean, you just have to cut. Overall, the jersey looks good. Got your patches on the side as well. They look pretty good as well. And then the Nike over here. That's your RG3 jersey. There, Bears jersey, 29. Michael Bush. Stitch tag again. This one's about all as good as the other ones. Your rubber logo, it's centered like all the other ones have been so far. 29's good. Dry fit material's pretty good. These are screen printed, and well, I didn't notice this before, but if you zoom in you can see there's spots of blue in it or something, I don't know. ESH, that's on the left like all the ones, and now on the right. Now the tag's all over here. It does have the shiny jock tag like it's supposed to. Here's your Nike logo, 29 on the sleeves. Bush on the back, this one seems clean. No stitching together. Got your dry fit to mesh like how it's supposed to be as well. Titans jersey here. Looks really good. You can see there's connected stitching here on the Titans. But you know, I don't know if this one's fixable considering the material it's on, but I mean, from distance, I mean, it's not really noticeable. You got your stitched in tag, rubber logo, fly wire. That's how they all been on the same ones in the last times. You got the shiny jock tag logo here, how it's supposed to be. 10 looks clean. You got your Tennessee logo on the side. Nike, number. Tag, here's clean. No markings of it being stitched together here. 10's clean. Dry fit to the mesh like all the other ones have been so far. So this one, the tag decides to be up here. Got your fly wire, rubber logo, tag on the inside. The other ones, see how these sleeves are. Screen printed again. Kind of looks like it's fading a little bit already right here. And definitely right here under the arm. And they're not matching. They're not matching. So you got your dry fit to mesh. You got the shiny jock tag, how they're supposed to be. Over here again, it's already fading over here with the screen printed stripes. Stitched numbers. Got your Nike sign, looks good. This Marshall has no stitching together, which is pretty good. 15. Dry fit to mesh in the back, how the other ones have been. Now comparing it to this one, see if it's all the same stuff. Fly wire, rubber logo, seems centered like they all have been so far. Inside stitched how they're supposed to be, unlike the ones that have been issued that were stickers they could take off. Shiny jock tag how it's supposed to be. Stripes are screen printed here. A lot better than the last one because there aren't any mistakes besides that it doesn't match up under the arm on this side. And this side actually does match up. Herschel has no stitching together of the things, which is good. Some spots that you could cut the loose strings off of to make it look better. But again, dry fit with the mesh, how they all have been. See something that I don't know if that's right or not, but I'll have to live with it. Right here, the stitching's coming on a lot to the orange and the blue, which it should be like this on here, but it's all the way on the blue. And it does it again right there. I don't know what happened. Fly wire, rubber logo in the middle. NFL logo. Well, not the logo, but the stitching on the inside. Screen printed sleeves. These ones match up really well on this side. Well, it looked like they did, but it's a little off right there, but looks a lot cleaner than the other ones. Same thing over here. They actually match up, which makes it looks a lot better. The GSH, which has been on the left sleeve for the orange ones as well, didn't make note of that, but again, jock tag, shiny like it's supposed to be. It actually looks really dark and shiny, but that's how it's supposed to be. Numbers. This is the stitching I was talking about that goes in together. As you can see, the M to the A to the R, R to the S, this H to the A to the L, and then the L to the L. So there's a lot to do with that, but it just takes a quick little, you get your scissors under it, you clip it, and then you clip from both sides. I'm not going to do that on the video because I take my time and make it look good. So that's that. Dry fit, mesh again. There's mesh pretty stretchy in all of them. The biggest thing I have with this jersey would be this. So far the Bears jerseys, or which the ones we have the most, aren't coming out the best. Another Bears jersey, obviously a Forte. This time the numbers are actually correct, so that's good. This tag's in here, stitched in here well. Fly wire, rubber logo how it's supposed to be. Dry fit to the stretchy mesh. Oh, here's already a mess up. Got this logo, but the NFL logo is broken, so. Sleeves match up decently well compared to how the other ones have been. Screen printed again. Screen printing is looking better as I go on. Same thing this side, screen printed. You got the GSH. Match up pretty well, sides right there, but who's checking underarms to see if it's right. Stitch numbers up at the top. You got Forte. Nothing connected. You got this. dry fit that goes to the mesh. One little mess up, which is right there. Bucks jersey now. No sticker that time on there. Doesn't really matter to me. There's that. Stitch tag on the inside. Flywire. Rubber logo. Stitch numbers at the top. This is right because it does go from black to white in the real jerseys. You got a side patch again like usual. Looks pretty good. Some things are sticking up. You could trim it up a little bit, make it a lot cleaner look. You got the dry fit, the stretchy mesh, Buccaneers logo. That's stitched on there. Jock tag, this one's right, shiny, looks good. Here's this Buccaneers logo. Compare it to the other one, see if they match up pretty well. Back, name, stitching going together, N to the A and the A to the N. But takes pretty easy, quick fix. Stitch number looks pretty clean. For white, this one looks a lot cleaner than the Tebow jersey because there's no markings on it so far. But then again, dry fit, the stretchy mesh. I already see a mistake, which is so. This is cool. I mean, it's kind of off center. This one's high, this one's low. That's on the real jerseys. Got this stitched in here, and the NFL logo. Actually, I don't know. It looked off centered a little bit, but it may be off centered a little bit, but not much. So that's pretty good. Have the dry fit at the top, like they do on the real jerseys, going then into the stretchy mesh, like how it's supposed to be, because they didn't transition to the new Nike jerseys where they have flywire and everything. The Panthers logo on the sleeve. Here's the tag, shiny jock tag at the bottom. On the back, nothing stitched together, but there's a black stitching for some reason inside the O when there's in the names. But again, yeah, your dry fit on this side, while the majority of it's all the stretch material. Same thing with the Eagles. They did not go to the new jersey, so this one's going to be about the same as the Cam Newton jersey. Besides that, the Eagles jerseys aren't supposed to have anything on the inside neck, I believe, so they don't. First mistake is this tag should be stitched in about down here, and it shouldn't be attached up here. It should be stitched in down here. Got this tag, NFL logo, it's rubbered like all of them have been so far. I don't know, it must just be these necks because they kind of look off centered to me, but they are somewhat centered. Eagle stitched right there, looks pretty good. You got your 7, looks well. Got your Eagle, which looks really good. Nike logo. Again, vast majority of it is stretch. While just at the top is the dry fix. They didn't convert to the new ones. There isn't supposed to be flywire, and there isn't flywire, so that's good. The Vic is clean. Only thing I have to complain about this one is the tag on the inside. Actually, let's check the jock tag, which is the greats kind of supposed. It's the last jersey, and I think, yeah, this is a kids jersey, so it's going to be a lot different than all the other ones. This is like the limited one, while the other ones are elite. I don't know really much about these ones because I didn't do research on it because it wasn't for me, and I don't know if it's supposed to be stitched in or not, so there's that. You do have the rubber logo, which is good. No fly wire, so there's that. You had a same tag, 90. I don't know, kind of looks good. This basic gray tag. There's that. Got your screen printed sleeves again. They match up alright. GSH on there. Nike logo. 90 on the sleeves. Peppers are good. And this is all the dry fit material. And then a little mesh on the side, if you can kind of tell. Overall, out of the jerseys I got, they're good. The other ones are pretty good as well. I mean, there are some mistakes, but you have to contact her about some of the mess ups because they are kind of crucial to the jersey.